People of God, you know what I want to tell you? I was just thinking about something that made me laugh. Parents sometimes get on their children nerve, and children sometimes get on their parent nerve. But at the end of the day, a good one gonna be by your side, both ways, reciprocal, right? You know, sometimes a parent always knows what to say to think that they can get us to do what they want us to do. I don't care how old you get, even though you might be 60, 70, if they still alive, that's still a parent. They know, nobody know their child or their baby like a parent. You still somebody's baby, right? And sometimes when you don't do what they, or you don't do something that they want you to do with them, they'll say something to try to get you to feel sorry and be like, okay, I do it this time, Mom. I do it with you. Not I, baby. Not always. Sometimes that might work for certain situations, but it ain't always gonna work. And God bless their little heart, because they try. Like, for example, my mama, right? She loves to shop. When I say shop, she loves to shop. And don't get me wrong, she find a lot of nice little deals, baby. She finds stuff and I'd be like, what? You got that for what? And she can find the nicest, how can I say, she's very fashionable. So she can find nice, fashionable things. She's always done all of my shopping. I don't mind giving her money. For years I've done it and say, oh, go, you know, whatever you get. And I love her taste. But nowadays, baby, I be so busy. I ain't got time. I don't like to shop. If I go in the store, I know what I want. I get what I want. I'm out. I don't got time to be looking for all them clothes. Not when I have an abundance already. And so sometimes when she want to go shopping in some store for some clothes, she'll say, oh, come on. I was like, no, I ain't going. She be like, man, shoot, I wish I had me a daughter. And you know what I say? Because it don't even get to me. Like, now, back years ago, I probably would have said, what store you want me to go in with your man? And then go look at store. Then when you go in the store with her, she stayed for hours. I remember one time she called my aunt some years ago. My aunt called me. She said, oh, you know, my aunt called me that night, right? Because that morning, my mom was trying to get somebody to go to the store with her. So I wouldn't go. My aunt wouldn't go with her. And then so later that night, my aunt called me. She said, oh, hey, I just called to let you know. You know what time she called me? She not gonna go call me and told me she just was leaving at that same store that she went to that morning. Mom said, I'm so glad I didn't go with her, because she takes so long. She will literally look at every single thing in one store. And it's like, nobody want to go in the store with you. She's staying there so long. We be like, how your feet don't hurt you? You know? And so she'll tell me sometimes, I wish I had me a daughter. You know what I say? Nah, too bad you had a boy. Too bad you got a son, baby. But guess what? Not today. See, these people, everything in the world is inflated, right? People raising their prices getting high. Things ain't the same no more, right? So not today. I'm her girl. I'm her baby. I'm her daughter, right? I'm her baby. But look at what she got her baby out here doing. About to sit here and loosen this boat, drain this all, right? Telling them, oh, my baby changing my, oh, I'm the baby today. See? But when I won't go in the store, she ain't got no daughter. You see what I'm saying? Now, what that is now, God ain't pleased. God ain't pleased with the way some of y'all parents be trying to manipulate y'all children. See, I'm the baby now. See, I could be petty today and say, well, you know, it ain't good for a daughter to be out there changing no oil. You know, we both women. You probably should just go on and pay them people that price that they want you to pay them to change that oil now. So anyway, people of God, share your stories. What's your mama-daughter stories? I know y'all got them out there. Share your stories. You got to love them. You can't live with them sometimes, and you definitely can't live without them sometimes. So I thought I'd try to set this up for anybody that wants to see how it's done. Simple. Got the car pulled up on the ramps, and I got a oil pan right here. Just a simple plastic oil pan. This car doesn't have but 4 to 5 quarts in it. So I got a 14-inch socket, because that's what size that bolt is, 14 millimeter. And I'm just going to turn it. Left is loose, right is tight. The oil filter is right here on the back. I'm not going to take that off yet. I'm going to loosen the oil first, and I'm just going to let the oil drain. Bada boom, bada bing. Ladies, if you ain't got no man to do this for you, to teach you how to do it, you got to learn how to do it yourself, so you can't be taken advantage of. Even if you don't do the work yourself, even if you still take your vehicle someplace to get it to get the oil change for you, you can still know, you know, exactly what's supposed to go on with your vehicle. You need to learn how to inspect your air filters. The air filters are what allow the engine to breathe, and if they are too I'm gonna use a smaller socket since I've already broken that bolt. Breaking it means breaking it loose, because it's usually torqued on there a little tight. But you need to learn how to inspect your own things, so that way when somebody tells you something needs to be replaced, you'll know. The air filter allows the engine to breathe, right? And then you get a dirty air filter, you got dirt going all inside of your engine. You definitely don't want that, because you could damage your engine. So you want to make sure you wear eye protection as well, so then there's splash in your eyes. There you go. Bada boom, bada bing. And got it over your hand. And you want to make sure the engine is cool before you start draining it, because this hot oil can burn you. So I'm gonna let that drain, and then I'm gonna let that drain while I go and do something, and then I'll come back. I like to take my time when I'm changing oil, but it doesn't take long for that little 4 or 5 quarts to drain out. So that's it. It drains, and then I'll come back, take the filter off, put a new filter on, and then I'll put the bolt back on and get up top and add oil back to the engine. That's pretty much it. Okay, it's starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and take this filter off. I've already got it loose with the filter wrench, and this right here, as I've shown before, this is a filter wrench. They're different sizes, so whatever size your filter uses, you can get a whole pack of these from Harbor Freight for like, I think like 10 bucks. These are the filters. Yours may be bigger or smaller, but you just line up the filter wrench, make sure it fits snug where you can turn it and it doesn't spin, then you'll know that's the right size. And all you do is put it on there, loosen the old filter, and put the new one on. Bada bing, baby. Let me slide this back. Sometimes oil comes out of there when you loosen the filter. Oh, yep. All comes out of there, so make sure I got that. This pan further back. Got it all over my glove. And get me another piece of tissue. Wipe off my glove. I like to keep myself clean when I'm changing oil. I normally would move this little flap out of the way, but I just loosened the other side down. I'm not going to do that. You got to take it off with like 10 millimeter, 12, let me see, yeah, like 10 millimeter bolts. Loosen all these little flanges, but I can reach back here and get to it. So, and I'll just wipe it off where the oil has dripped up in here. I'm not going to go through all that loosening. Here's the old filter. Wipe all that dry, where all the oil wasted. That's still draining, dripping a bit. I'm gonna wipe it all dry back there. And then I'm just gonna take the new filter and put it on. Make sure you get it aligned properly. You don't want to cross thread it, because this is aluminum that is screwing onto. So, once you get it aligned properly, you just screw it right back on. There we go. And I like the Fram filters because you can easily hand tighten it down as tight as it really needs to be. You don't really need to put the it all depends. Everyone's hand strength is different, but you can really get a good grip on the Fram and really hand tighten it back on there. But anyway, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bolt. Here's the bolt. And I'm just gonna put the bolt right back in there. I normally, you see how that's dripping just a little bit? My neighbors say, oh, you're just being a perfectionist. I normally will let this thing drip until it don't drip no more. If I got something to do on my cars and trucks and stuff, I will let them drip until them stop dripping, baby. Like them Georgetown 4. I let them drip until them stop dripping. But that's all the oil is out. And get that bolt back on there. This doesn't tell you what to torque it at, so just gonna hand torque it at what feels right, based on how it was when I loosened it. So I don't think it was torqued no more than maybe, I'd say 20 foot-pounds, if that. But some of them, they have a torque spec that you would tighten it to. I'm pretty sure you could probably just hand tighten this, but to be on the safe side, I couldn't loosen it with this wrench, so therefore I'm going to torque it down with the bigger wrench. The longer the wrench, the more power you got with less effort. So I couldn't loosen it with that short wrench. So therefore, I'm not just going to leave it tight with that short wrench, right? I'm going to put it at least 20 foot-pounds on this torque wrench. And there we have it. Oh, that's 20. Okay, let me go to 30. 20 is right there. Okay, so I got that. I got that where it needs to be. I don't want to over tighten it. And that's it, people of God. That oil, I'm just going to go on top and add all 5 quarts. And this oil change is done. You can buy your oil, however many quarts you need, and change it for probably less than $40. Yep.